So I had a conversation recently with a fledgling entrepreneur who asked me what are some of the biggest mistakes that entrepreneurs make when they're first starting out, right? The laundry list could be exhaustive if I were to really go there. But the one piece of advice I wanted to give him, and I thought it was worthwhile sharing with everyone, is simply this. Look, when you choose entrepreneurship, you sign up for all of it. That was one piece of advice I wanted to drive home, that when you sign up for entrepreneurship, when you choose entrepreneurship, you choose all of it, right? So you can just inverse language, right? And look, there's nothing wrong with starting up a business and having dreams. When many of us begin our entrepreneurship journey, a lot of it is because, look, we want the accoutrements of success associated with building a successful business, right? We think about the time freedom and the financial independence, having the time to spend doing the things that we truly desire to do with the people whom we desire to spend the time with, right? We choose entrepreneurship or begin our journey because we want to be financially independent. We want to get to a point where we are calling our own shots, where we are the captain of our own ships, where we don't have somebody else dictating to us what our worth is. No. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go out here, I'm going to show my worth, I'm going to create value, and I'm going to dictate the terms as it relates to how much I'm compensated, right? Many of us, that's why we do it. Some of us are seeking respect, or we are seeking recognition. Being a successful business owner oftentimes is accompanied by those things, right? Some people want the things. They want the cars, the boats, the jewelry, the clothing. They want to be able to take the Instagram foodie pics. Want to look like they're taking a vacation every single day and every single, hey, that's cool. Nothing wrong with that. And a whole host of other reasons. Some of us want to prove some people wrong. Some of us want to prove some people right. Some of us want to scale our influence. We want to scale our altruism, right? We want to do more for others. Whatever the case may be, it's all good, right? Our reasons are our reasons. And last time I checked, critics don't win championships, right? Those of us who are willing to get out there and lay it out on the field, we should be celebrated. Much like you celebrate an athlete or an entertainer, right? So there's nothing wrong with that. Here's the thing, especially when you're just starting out, right? So when you're first starting out, it's a team of me, not a team of we yet, it's a team of me. And so if you're starting up a business and these very much, I want to say, kind of selfish reasons, right, are motivating you, and once again, that's okay. It's okay in the beginning because it's just you, right? But soon as you start taking on clients, soon as you grow from a team of me to a team of we, soon as other people who are either partnering with you or working with you enter into the picture, you can't successfully build a business and it be predicated on how you feel, what you want, whether or not you believe the universe, the stars, and the moon is aligning in your favor. Because you have other people who've joined your endeavor, joined your enterprise, partnered with you, locked arms with you, and they've joined for their reasons. Now, ideal world, they bought into the vision, they bought into the mission, they bought into the principles. They want the same things you want. They want to make an impact. You have resonance there, right? I said resonance, amazing. Baby brain's real. So resonance there, right? But here's the thing. Knowing that, you also have to accept that there are going to be things that are going to be required of you. Not only do you require things of the business, not only do you need things from your business, from your entrepreneur endeavor, your business is going to require things of you. It may require that you move differently. It may require that you sleep differently. It may require that your diet changes. It may require that your habits change. It may require that your thinking change, or your thoughts change. It may require that you have to acquire new skills. These things may be required of you. And it's not always going to be fun. It's not always going to be satiating. It's not always going to be comfortable or even edifying at times. There are going to be times where you have to give some things up to go up. And the bottom line is you're just not going to feel like it all the time, right? And the bigger the dream, The bigger the goal, the bigger your ambitions, the more is going to be required of you. And this can get dangerous because sometimes if you have a really good work ethic, you have really good talent, maybe you have a lot of social capital behind you, sometimes these things will take you places that your character can't keep you. And when I say character, I'm not just talking about from a moral standpoint, but I'm talking about consistency. I'm talking about integrity of your word and actions, right? The moment other people start parting with their hard-earned currency for services or for whatever it is that they paid for to acquire from you, the moment you start taking on a responsibility for the financial well-being of staff, partners, keep in mind when you become an entrepreneur, your vendors are also your partners. People that you're acquiring services and products from to operate your business. Your ability to pay your bills or not pay your bills impacts others as well, right? So often individuals join entrepreneurship because they're trying to get away from the boss. They're trying to get away from the man. And that's okay. But getting away from the boss and getting away from the man does not mean you get away from accountability. It doesn't mean that you all of a sudden can escape responsibility. No, it actually means these things actually increase tenfold. Right? You have to become even more accountable. You have to become even more consistent. You have to become, in many respects, even more predictable than you were before. Right? And that's the reality of the matter. So the bottom line is you can't make excuses and win at the same time. Right? It's oxymoron. Can't do it. So look, there are going to be many nights where you don't go to sleep, or whether you fall asleep. Or if you're like me, I will willingly admit there have been a couple Zoom calls where, I nodded off for 0.5 seconds, right? It's going to happen. There are other commitments that you may need to meet, and you may not be all that excited about it, but the stress, the strain, the ability to overcome and transcend these challenges, to become more responsible, more accountable, will temper you, right? It'll strengthen you. Or on the flip side, you may get exposed. I've heard it said like this: time will either promote or expose you, right? But the bottom line is, these are the things that I think about when I'm sitting across the table from a brand new entrepreneur. And one of the questions that I've begun to ask even more so than I ever have in the past is simply this. Okay, we know what you want from the business. Have you asked yourself, what is the business going to require of you? In your physical, material, personal, financial, mental, psychological life, in all areas of your life, what is that dream? What are those ambitions? What is this business endeavor going to require of you? Because if you're not prepared to answer the question, you may not be here 2-3 months, 2-3 years from now.